Hello, what's up?
Had to come by and wish my boss a happy birthday.
Shut up, kill yourself, actually. Oh, your boss. Does that mean you're streaming now? You finally decided to do it. Good job, I'm proud of you.
No, I'm still thinking about it.
Uh-huh. It's okay. Just pull the trigger. Everybody knows you're going to. It's all good. You can't resist that fucking clout sharking shit that you know you want to do. You know, it happens.
Me? Attention seeking? No,
Mm-hmm.
never. From day one, people have thought I was either President Sunday
Spy. Yep.
sleeper agent.
You are.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, and then people also compared me to like, oh, she's gonna go the route of like Vasher Hassan.
True. Yeah. Both are all
Is
all
this
still possible. Yeah.
is this your birthday wish that I start streaming so you can have like more drama later in the future when I inevitably backstab you or something?
Yep.
That's a good one. So, what's been your best birthday ever, aside from this one, obviously?
I really don't know. I'm not a big like holiday person. I just want my factory to work, okay? I'm getting backed up on this shit again. How?
Have you just never been that way, or like nobody has ever thrown you like a proper birthday bash for the
I just
birthday
don't like.
boy?
It's just too like I don't know. It's like too much attention on me. I just like to.
I really do think like the worst experience is being sung happy birthday. I fucking hate it personally. Like everybody's just staring at you, like singing that demonic song. It's not fun.
Rural. Yeah, absolutely right.
Didn't you literally say in the DM to sing happy birthday to him? That's what I
Well,
thought
I
we were about
no,
to do.
I
But okay,
wanted
I'm not doing it.
No,
I'm not
no.
doing it. Just
no,
saying.
I said I wanted Sejin to sing it to him, but only say the word birthday.
Oh,
So just
gotcha. Gotcha. All right.
So
well,
it's
you all have a lovely night. Happy birthday, bud.
Thanks. Have fun.
Ruminate. You're not even gonna sing it?
No.
Come on.
No, because he'll throat punch me the
I
next
will.
time he
I
sees
will.
me, and
I will.
I'd rather not go through that.
That is what Neo did to Agent Smith. He did do that.
Oh, that's true. You know, I watched Matrix Revolutions when I was
Wait,
dying
before you
from-
go. Hap.
Okay. Do I seriously still not have enough of these? How many of these do you need to power one blue science facility? It just seems impossible.
But how?
It's starving now.
No, he's back. It's fucking wicked. He'll do anything to avoid the birthday song, apparently.
Based.
The reason why that experience is uncomfortable, though, is because it's worse in person. You can't even handle people singing it to you over the phone. Like, chill. Act your age, okay? I thought you were turning 34.
True.
In Korean, well, up until like a few days ago, because they changed it, you'd actually be turning like 35 because the like Korean age is like whatever you are plus 1 year, because they count like your first birthday as like you're turning like a year old or something, or like the day you're born, you're already a year old there.
Wow.
I don't think that's
You're
true.
wrong about this. But
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
It's a little bit
Or it is true.
off of the year. Because I think it's from when you can see. That's what
Yeah, I was about to say they're really
Yeah.
Catholic over there, so like they're. I would fucking know, okay? I know more about South Korea than I think the average American does. I even speak a little bit of it because I'm supposed to go teach English over there at some point. But they've recently changed that, so now some people in Korea are literally going to be like a year or two younger.
Based.
Are you excited about the new apartment?
Yeah, I guess. No, because I have to fucking move, and I hate that whole day spent moving.
You're not going to use a moving service?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, but I still have to like unplug my computers and move them and
Aw,
plug
poor
back in
you.
and all that shit.
God,
It's just
all
fucking
that,
annoying.
unplugging things, that's crazy.
Yeah, true. I'd
Insane
rather
amounts
just be
of labor.
plugging my dick in your mom over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, because that's what makes me truly happy.
Aaron,
Is that the
how
only
is your
birthday
mother?
sex you're going to get, or what?
Well, that plus everyone else's mom in here, so yeah. Plus all the Korean moms whose babies are going to be 1 year older than their international age, because that's how they do it in Korea, right?
Sherry, are you still in here?
I am. Chai wants me to sing happy birthday.
I'll just
I'm
leave
not
do
doing
it.
that.
He-
Just letting you know if you do it, I'll leave immediately. But
He'll
There
kick
is
us
nothing
again. It already
special
happened.
about this day.
true, based.
That's not true. Should be a national holiday.
Who cares if he made it one more year, okay? This factory game is not fucking over.
True.
Is this
I don't think
actually a
it's
game you
anything.
beat?
Yeah, it's just
He's
this is
supposed
just it's
to.
the longest mod ever. Okay, but I'm just
I also want to come here to say, it is not strange to be a person, even an adult person, who thinks that Balenciaga might be running like a child sex ring.
It's not, or it
I
is.
think it's not, and I think very reasonable people
yeah. Do they? Tell me what reasonable
would
people
really
think about
believe this.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. You know what, dude? It's a wacky world out there. I'm sure people can
Just
believe a
saying-
whole bunch of shit.
Epstein and Jessa, what the fuck ever her name is,
Giselle.
Maxwell.
Maxwell. Yeah.
Jelaine.
Ghislaine.
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
they are gone. And you know what? There's a power vacuum.
Yeah. Someone's got to
for-
step up to fill in the new arc. Yeah.
Yeah, and how do you explain any of these like big name brand like fashion lines making money? You can't.
True.
They sell clothes, don't they?
No, they basically give them out to fucking celebrities
Yeah.
is what they do.
True.
I see.
True and base.
Is that true?
Yeah. How do they make money?
Yeah.
Selling kids
Well-
and their.
I thought
really don't.
the whole thing with Balenciaga was that they. Oh wait, they have shoes. Because I think the thing in that ad was like everybody was saying it was kink gear, but I'm like, don't they sell pet gear? I just thought it was like pet gear.
Yeah, kinky
No,
gear for
everyone
your
doesn't-
pets.
They don't.
Mhm.
They came out with those
Yeah, like a leash, so kinky.
sock sneakers or whatever the fuck it's called, and maybe people with money bought them, but everyone else bought the knockoffs. Ratchet Bug, that is a great question, Cherry. Why would they expose their sex ring in those stupid ads? The same reason why rappers come out with songs and mixtapes telling you what the fuck drug they're selling. Okay? They're advertising in front of us because they're trying to get customers.
Is this the flu
Pissed.
med talking? Are you still sick?
Yes, but I didn't take any medicine.
What a loser.
Oh, yeah. The smart thing to do when you're sick, clearly. That's hurt.
Novo,
That's hurtful.
I'm sorry. In the chat, you're like a dumb fuck. Name one rapper that is selling drugs. Jay-Z made his fucking career off of selling crack. Like, just listen to any lyric. Ever.
Well, but
Look
that
at
was
the ones
before
that
they
fucking
were-
go to jail.
That was
which is
before they
all
were
of them.
rappers, right?
Yeah, but then once they become rappers, they become like the person in charge, and then they got people under them who sell.
Really?
Yes, really. Do you not know that?
I wouldn't
That's how people
imagine
like
so.
Rick Ross and Birdman and Lil Wayne, that's how they stay rich. They still sell drugs.
You telling me that like
Jay-Z still-
after
I think so.
after like the Dynasty and the Blueprint one that Jay-Z was still selling crack? Was he really? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
I don't know if he does crack now. I mean, not does. I don't know if that's his product now. He might feel like he's above it all. But that's how most rappers, they stay
But Cherry,
rich.
why would they sell it? Why wouldn't I think at that point in your career you're done selling if you ever did it, and then you just start using.
You don't make that much money as a rapper.
Isn't Jay-Z a billionaire?
Well,
yeah.
He is now.
Yeah, Jay-Z is, but he transitioned from rapping into business.
Damn, I'm gonna do that too.
You look at most rappers who were really popping off like before COVID, and then you'd realize that a lot of them made most of their money from touring and doing gigs, and so a lot of them are down fucking bad. Like DaBaby was out at fucking Cheesecake Factory trying to like hand out tickets to his show for free. Like these people are not in good positions right now.
Damn.
Wait, he did that recently, or he did that when he was like on the up
Yeah, I
and
think
up?
that was like, I think I heard about that a couple weeks ago.
That's how he got his Dua Lipa single, Levitate. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Why don't you sing that for us, and then you can sing the birthday song.
No, because again, I'll get throat punched, and I'd rather not go through that.
I think you could take on Steven. You guys are like, I think you're a little stronger, roommate.
Okay, everyone
Uh,
in chat thinks I'm high, so I'm gonna get out now. Bye.
Come on.
Yeah.
Bye, Cherry.
I will also get out of here. Destiny, good luck with the move, buddy. Hope you have a good rest of the night. Happy birthday, Sejin, Aaron, Weasel. Good to talk to you guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
And they-
Bye, roommate.
All right, it's your birthday. It's in your fucking title. You wanted us to know. Let's talk about the past year. Talk about getting old. What are some things that some lessons learned over the past year, some novel experiences? Can we get something why people happy to cap off with?
I said something a long time ago that I fucking should have stood for, and that was that I would never fucking start a mod pack like this because I knew it would autism my fucking life away. I knew it, and that's what's happening right now.
33 years old. Biggest lesson: don't download Factorio mod.
This shit is fucking not good for you.
You had a crazy year, man. Come on, you got to have some feelings about it. Like so much. This is like your biggest year ever. I'm told.
Yeah. This is typically how my life works. Okay. Usually stuff happens, and then I like sort through it emotionally, process it, and then usually, hopefully, whatever comes out the other end is a better person. And I have a lot of stuff that I'm like sitting on emotionally right now, but I'm just waiting to finish this mod pack, and then I can like take all of that and then start building on that for stream next year. That's what I want to do.
Why wait? Get started right now.
Because I have to finish this shit. It's fucking dominating my life, my thoughts when I'm on flights, when I'm in hotels. It's just when I'm off stream.
Yeah, the grind doesn't stop.
Yeah, it doesn't. True. Thank you for understanding.
Whose fault is this mod pack?
I don't know, actually. Probably blame Proteus. Thank you. Proteus and Shawarma Fury, they both play it, so fuck them.
Well, I'm kind of curious to hear about your sort of life philosophy. Certainly, you've got a lot to process right now, but I think you probably finished processing a lot of stuff up until now as well. I know that you mentioned on stream a few times about how you feel a little more motivated to try to be the best. If there's like a unique role that you can fill and that you're uniquely qualified to fill it, that there's some obligation for you to do so. Like, even if it's hard, do you still feel that way, or do you have any other thoughts on that?
Yeah, I have like I think I have a much grander view on like your role in society than I did before. Like I think you have obligations to society that I don't think I in the past would have ever said you had. So that's like a big thing I've changed positions on.
And you still feel that really strongly, or are you sort of doubting that now? It seemed kind of profound to you when you were first introduced to it.
No, I feel it very, very, very strongly. I've got like an idea for a video that I want to do. It was actually inspired by Snakeo's content. And I've got like some of the stuff recorded for that. I just need to finish hammering out a script for it. But I want to be done with Factorio before we do it, so that I'm ready to like trudge.
Okay,
trudge
give us a real percentage progress for Factorio.
Really? I think I want to say 70% because I've got like my space factor. Yeah, I think so.
Jesus.
I think this is.
Do you understand that means you won't be done for another like 5 months?
No. My goal. I'm trying hard. I want to be done by January 1st. I want to be done by January 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you plan on like working until then?
What do you mean?
Or like doing events or podcasts or anything other than just playing Factorio nonstop?
No, I'm like axing my whole fucking schedule for everything. Yeah.
Where are you getting this January 1st number? Holy fucking shit. You're not finishing it January 1st.
You don't know anything about this game. Why do you even think you can have an opinion on it?
I don't need to know anything about this fucking game to know that it takes longer than like a month? Less than a month to finish 30% of this game when 70% of it has taken up what feels like 10 years.
Yeah, but the problem is I had to keep like rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding. But now I've like rebuilt. This is like I believe this is the final iteration of my factory. I don't think I'm going to need to rebuild again.
What if you lose your save? What if you lost everything? Would you restart?
Can't happen. I got cloud saves. Steam, baby.
No, pretend that goes up in flames, okay? It burns in a fire or something like that in the new apartment, okay?
Oh, and I grab a friend and we start over.
You would really start this game over?
No, I don't think... It's not all going to go up in smoke, okay? Cold thermo fluid.
But if it did, I'm saying if it did.
I don't know how to process that. I don't know what you're asking me. How am I gonna lose a Steam cloud save? Like somebody breaks into my fucking house and deletes my shit? That can't happen. I don't know what you're asking me. Like, how would you do your content in the future if you lost both of your eyes and one of your ears? I don't know. I don't know how to process that. I haven't thought that far ahead, okay?
You can't imagine such a hypothetical?
Nope.
You can't even fathom the idea
I can only
that
imagine
you have to
hypotheticals
restart
about
this
fucking
game.
siblings. Those are the only ones I think about. So if you have a really hot brother and you want to ask me questions about that, I can
Jesus, her
answer that
sister
all
is
day.
14, you sick fuck. Jesus Christ.
Based.
Wait, who
Okay,
says that?
calm down.
My sister's not 14.
Oh, not even? Hell yeah, even
What?
better.
That's what she told me.
Jesus.
No? When did I tell you that? I didn't tell you that. She's not 14. She's older than me.
Okay. I'm curious about a couple other things. I heard you mention on stream that when you were like in your teens, you thought you were like anime protagonist, smartest person in the world. Can you tell me a little more about what made you feel that way, or
He
what
still thinks
detail?
that.
Because you're just I don't know. Doesn't every teenager go through that phase? I don't know.
Well, I
Fucking
mean,
edgy.
you must have had some experiences that left you really convinced that that was the case.
I mean, I was just a huge outsider in like every environment I was in. My parents were absent from my life. The school that I was in was filled with a bunch of people that I couldn't relate to because they were all like insanely fucking rich preppy kids. The only friend I had was like a kind of my little drug dealer friend growing up. Like, I don't know, I just felt like a super outsider everywhere. So I probably fostered that attitude in me, I imagine.
Did they ever forget your birthday? Is that why you don't like celebrating it?
True. Good one. Yes.
I feel like you said you were like 17 or 18 when you felt this, and I feel like that's a little late to be having the fedora moment. There's got to be something else that really left you convinced.
17, 18. Yeah, because I think 14 to 18 is when the wealth differences like really start to show. It's hard to tell when you're a grade schooler, like differences in money as much, except when I go over to friends' houses and they have like massive houses. But I think when you start to hit 14, 15, 16, especially when like families are buying their kids like their brand new cars, I think those are like the first flashes where you start to realize like how far behind you are from other people.
I guess I don't understand what about the people around you being wealthy made you feel that you were smarter than them.
Well, I'm not smarter, just different. And then if you're different, you probably start to feel some type of way because I'm fucking
Like unique.
yeah, sociopathically
Like the hero.
like driven or some shit. I don't know if I'd say the hero, just way different or whatever.
Truth seer.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
So you didn't even get a car for your 16th birthday? What the fuck is that bullshit?
Good one. I got a car. It was a $1,000 Dodge Neon
Nice.
based.
Did you learn
That
to
is
drive
like-
it in school?
Did I what?
Did they have driving lessons provided for you in school?
Fuck no.
Really? And like my mom went to high school in Florida, and she got driving lessons through Florida public school.
Cool.
A $1,000 Dodge Neon is like the iconic 2000s high school car.
Yeah, it was.
Feel like- yeah.
That thing was a fucked up piece of shit. It was horrible.
What happened to it?
It was a used $1,000 car. It was everything happened to it. One of the cylinders didn't work. The O2 sensors were out constantly. The fuses, half the fuses were fucking dead. I had to swap shit out all the time. The alternator fucking died, so I'd have to park uphill so that I could like jumpstart the car in first gear. The like two rotors were fucking ground out to nothing half the time I was driving. So sometimes when I would brake, the shit just wouldn't work. One of the times the brakes actually
Jesus.
completely went out of the car and I rolled off into a fucking ditch. I don't know what didn't work in that car. There were shorts in the car all the time. At one point, I had to disconnect the battery when I'd park it because if I left the battery plugged in, something would always short the battery and it would just die before I'd like turn it on again. Or I figured out that uphill parking trick. The locks didn't work sometimes, so I figured out you can like peel back the windows in order to like reach in and like undo the locks because sometimes the mechanism would break, and then if the alternator wasn't working, your battery would be there's just everything was wrong in that car. I learned so much shit about cars just having to fix or fuck with or know like what was broken with like everything going on in that fucking car. What year
Did
was
you
it?
have a memorable-
1995 Dodge Neon.
Cringe. Did you have
That
a memorable
is a-
prom
oh, go
night
ahead.
in the back seat?
Did I what?
Did you have a memorable prom night in the back seat though? In this piece
No,
of shit
I didn't
car?
actually go to prom. My wife went with her gay friend, and I still haven't played StarCraft. Fuck prom.
Wow. Actually, not surprising. Did you go to
Oh,
your
what
high
is that
school
supposed to
reunion?
mean?
He doesn't seem like the prom type. Like this guy. This is somebody who literally lives in sweatpants. You think he's gonna wear a fucking corsage and like suit? No.
I did actually. I had a white tuxedo. I was the fucking cock of the walk. Actually, I wore suits all the time in school, but that's because I was in private school, so I always had like a suit. You
Oh, I
needed
thought that
one
was because you were an anime protagonist.
for like church day and shit.
Church day.
Yeah, church. I went to a Catholic school. Yeah,
But why would they require you to wear a suit at any point?
you're not required, but like if everybody's like dressing up nicely, usually if you're like a good Catholic boy, you'll have at least like one suit or something. Okay, I need
You were a
another
good
one
Catholic
of these.
boy?
Growing up, yeah.
Or a man? Oh wait, you're Cuban. I don't know. In like Mexican culture, like I've been a woman for 8 years since you become a woman when you're like 15. Same with men in like Hispanic culture. And I guess as far as like Dan's culture, you would be.
I don't
you've been a man
understand
for
why
20
you're fixating so hard on the
21
words
years
"good
in
Catholic
Catholic
boy." It would have been "good Catholic man" if that's what you want. I don't know why you're fixating on the word "boy," but there you go.
I'm not. It was an observation. Chill.
It's not an observation, which is a random word I use. You're reading way too deeply into.
Do you have a role model? Is there like a model person that you strive to sort of
No, that might be something I change in the future because I'm pretty exceptional there, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But I don't really look up to anybody or model myself off of anybody. But that might be like a vestige of like my arrogant teenage years. I'm not sure. I just don't know many people that I like. There's not very many people in the political world that I respect that I want to like. Oh, I really want to be like this guy.
Doesn't have to be in the
Sean
political
Carroll
world.
Yeah, Sean Carroll is cool. But he's not. That's not like somebody that I try to like model my life after. I don't try to be like him. I'm way more aggressive than he is personality wise.
Would you say that there are like pieces of people that you admire that you kind of like wish to sort of adopt into yourself, or does that happen?
Yeah, of course.
At all?
I always try to like take pieces from people that I talk to. Yeah, that's for sure. So like from Lauren, like trying to take the idea of like working on larger projects, I think is important. From Fuentes, the idea of seeing yourself as kind of like a political figurehead and being like somebody that can put together like a coherent worldview for your followers, I think was important. For Sneeko, I think that the trying to fix it on like life-related stuff and the specific approach that he had to prepared content. If I ever do that character video, like that stuff that I want to like kind of bite from him a little bit. Yeah, there's always, when you encounter successful people, there's usually reasons why they're successful, and it's always good to see if you can kind of like steal snippets of what they do and try to incorporate that into what you are. Damn.
I think at some point, like you come to realize, you know, when you're young, old people always tell you the world is going to be yours when you grow up, right? Like the Simba moment. At some point you recognize like, holy shit, I've kind of inherited the world and I can fill these roles. Like when we were young, it was probably people like Sam Harris and Christopher Hitchens and like, you know, people like Thunderfoot. I think you've mentioned that you used to watch these people or admire these people. And then you sort of become people who fill those roles. In your case, this is especially true.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the Fuentes example, it's like one of the things that makes it really impressive is that he's sort of seen that and accepted this and pursued it from a really, really young age. And he's demonstrated that you can inherit like political influence and be a mover and shaker in the world, even from a very young age. And
Wait,
the
for
levels
who? Did you say for Fuentes?
I think Fuentes demonstrates how young you
yeah,
can be
for sure,
and do
yeah.
these things.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked, I can't believe you said Thunderfoot alongside like Christopher Hitchens and like Dawkins or whatever else you just said. I think that like Thunderfoot's in a different league.
No, I mean, like, it's like the same style. He was like one of the eight, like they would consider themselves inspired by like the fucking four horsemen of atheism, or whatever the fuck. Even if they didn't quite like live up to that same level.
They were part of the same YouTube algorithm for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Skeptic Bros. Those were good times.
Oh, this is a good question from chat. During like the time of being rhetorically effective, did you find it like emotionally exhausting? Did you find yourself wanting to snap back to quipping and like sort of being more aggressive?
Yeah, actually, here's something I realized recently. I do need credit for the good things that I do. It's actually way more important to me than I realized. I figured this out when I played Rust a long time ago, but I didn't apply this to the rest of my life. Have you ever played Rust before?
Yeah.
When you play Rust, I think personally, the best size group to play with is around 5 to 6 people. It's enough to do base building. It's enough to differentiate some tasks. It's enough to do some cool fucking raids. 5 to 6 people is like the best. That's like the best.
A tribe.
Yeah, group of people to have to be playing Rust with, in my opinion. But when I would try to play with small gangs, I can't do it on stream. I'm gonna get like fucking dogpiled like immediately. Like I remember trying to play with 2 or 3 friends a few times on stream on different servers, and I would get like zerged by like 40 people. Like in like I would be getting rocket raided in like 45 minutes. It was like insane. And I'm like, okay. So something that I realized for Rust is if I'm gonna take all the negative drawbacks of being a big streamer, then I need the positives of being a big streamer. I'm gonna zerg, and people are gonna make fun of me. They're like, "Oh, look at you! You roll with a crew of 30 people." And it's like, yeah, that's because I get attacked by crews of 30 people. If I'm gonna take all the negative drawbacks to being a streamer, then I'm gonna need to have all of the positives of being a streamer. Because why the fuck would I take the drawbacks and not the positives? So when it comes to like online shit, for a long time I was like, you know, do I really need credit for anything? Nah, I don't care. I'm kind of humble. It feels cringy to like beg for credit. Like I figure my record will speak for itself. I don't care. But then I noticed more and more that's not really good going forward because it reflects poorly on me if I don't fight for my recognition in things positively, because you better fucking believe I get recognition for every single thing negatively. And That's not good. That's why I switched up my tactics and I started to tell people, I started to copy the TSA thing. If you see something, say something. Because I can't let people destroy my reputation online and throw every esoteric, random fucking clip at me for the past 10 years and then not get credit for any of the good things I do. Because it leaves a really skewed perception of me online. So that's something in the future I realize I have to fight for proper recognition for the positive things I do. Because I sure as fuck get recognition for every bad thing I do.
Will you use them in conversations?
Do what?
Like, I think it is good that you're going to try to, like, fight for your recognition and stuff like that, but, like, in the last, like, encounter that you had in the last few hours with this podcast or whatever, I don't know who you were debating earlier over the clips and, like, bringing up the, like, chest N-word clip or whatever, it's like, would that be a time where you'd shoehorn into a conversation, like, okay, but give me credit for, like, XYZ? Or
no, well, because I still have to manage like optics on it as well, which is difficult. But I've kind of like, unfortunately, I've lost all those battles in terms of getting credit for things. Like, honest to God, like, and it sounds cringy to say it, but like it's annoying because it always sounds cringy to give yourself credit, but like people will attack everything. Like, I probably should get credit for being almost solo, like cleaning up a lot of like the racism and transphobia and shit on Twitch. Like, I was doing this shit way before there were panels of fucking dear ladies and shit talking about safety and trust council and all that cringy fucking shit on Twitch. I was doing this shit way before anybody else. And I was doing this like when whole fucking communities would like call me names and call me SJW warrior, blah, 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 all this shit on Twitch. I was the only person talking about all this shit on the Austin show. It wasn't the Austin show back then, it was the Raj Royale on fucking Trainwreck's podcast. And it's super fucking cringe that I had to like stand alone against like the fucking world doing that shit. And now you've got these like soft snowflake fucking losers like Hassan coming in and pretending like they did it all on their own when these people would have legitimately themselves if they had to try to talk to some of the crowds as hostile as people were towards that messaging back then. That's really annoying. But I kind of like, yeah, I basically like lost that battle because I didn't fight for credit back when I should have, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I added that note in the manifesto that you brought me in on. Like, why I don't understand why you don't fight for yourself. Like, you were a pioneer in the things that they're claiming that you're perpetrating. You're a pioneer in fighting.
Yeah, I know. I
against,
just feel you have to understand. It feels fucking cringy. Especially like you've seen that Khaleesi picture, right?
I haven't.
The one where she's being. Have you seen Game of Thrones?
No, I haven't. No, I don't give a fuck about medieval fantasy
Okay.
shit.
There's just like there's a scene where she's being like this white woman is being held up by like 1,000 black slaves who are like all being freed by her basically, and that's kind of what it feels like sometimes when I'm online and I'm like, yeah, I fight for black issues and trans people. It's like I don't want that. Like that characterization is weird, but I mean like I guess to some extent that's kind of what I have to push for. But
it's a tough line to cross because like for the same reason that like when people try to push their content onto Twitter, it's just not very popular. Everybody knows what it looks like when somebody's trying to sell you something, and anytime you're like trying to talk yourself up, it just looks bad, and everybody kind of groans. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, you do deserve recognition for good things that you do. So like, how do you really just have to rely on your community to fight on your behalf?
Yeah, that's where the say something or see something, say something came from, that mentality, which I think has actually been going exceedingly well. I approve of what everybody's been doing there. So.
I gotta ask, what made you decide to be friends with MrGirl? Was it just because he was around a lot?
Well, one was that he was really interesting, and two was that I had a ton of leverage over him. So I figured that like he might be weird publicly, but this guy would never fuck me over privately. There's no way. It would just be so stupid, and he seemed intelligent. But I'd never really factored in that somebody's narcissism could outweigh their intelligence.
Isn't that kind of an unhealthy like friendship dynamic?
It's not one that fucking existed. Quit acting like you're actually like an anime protagonist or whatever, talking about like, oh, I had leverage and power over him, that's why I was friends. Come on. Please.
Okay. Well, you can project your friendships, but the way that I look at people is generally if you have the ability to fuck somebody over hardcore, usually they won't like do anything weird because they know that you like it just doesn't make any sense for them to act that way.
Would you say it's transactional?
Not to somebody like you. Wait, what did you ask, Sejin?
Isn't that an unhealthy like?
Oh, I mean, it could be like abuse, but like I'm not like I don't think I'm an abusive person. I wouldn't do it, but
Max does. Max thinks you're abusive.
Thanks.
Well, like, do you give any credence to the idea that like relationships, whether they be like romantic or platonic, need strong foundations in terms of like equal footing?
They don't need them. It's nice to, but it's just if things are going to be unequal, you just have to be careful. You have to recognize that it's like prone to abuse, basically.
I think there's a term for that, like power dynamics. I think like navigating
Yeah,
Power
but
dynamics.
a power differential isn't necessarily abusive. That's the problem that 99% of people don't seem to understand. Because every relationship has some type of power differential or power dynamic going on. There's no, unless you're
True.
literally dating your like identical twin who has the same job and as everything. Like, there's always gonna be some sort of power differential.
So what power did you have over MrGirl?
Well, I mean, I was the sole person that platformed him. Like, I was a large reason for why his website was working. I was his only connection to like the mainstream world once he got banned from everything. Like, I feel like backstabbing me seems like a pretty dumb career move, but I guess he didn't care. Based.
You know what? We can actually blame all the Mr. Girl stuff on Mr. Moon for moving away. Now this would have
True.
happened.
Absolutely true. I don't regret. Well, I regret. I shouldn't have opened up to about some personal things, but I mean, like, other than that, I thought it was a fun. I thought it was a fun adventure.
Y'all had a good run.
Don't you think? Okay. There. What do you think the odds of you developing a maladaptive friendship dynamic habit out of this is because of how things went with Mr. Girl?
I don't think I'm a very maladaptive kind of person, so hopefully not much, but
That's exactly what a maladaptive person would say, though. No.
yeah, that's true. Good thing I've got like a whole history of life to show me what kind of person I am, and I'm not some random fuck in a therapist's office wondering why I don't have any friends in high school.
Uh-oh.
You have someone in mind who does that, or what?
No.
I thought you were talking about like maybe the average person who like goes to therapy or something.
Well, no, but when like fucking retards like you were in chat, like, oh, you think this doesn't apply to you? It's like, I mean, think I have like a life history that I can look at to see if things apply to me or not. I'm not like some random kid having a breakdown in the principal's office because somebody called me fat at recess or something.
Say that in chat? Did I say that in chat?
No, you've implied it a few times, but that's okay. It's all right. I understand.
Oh, okay,
how
what did
you
I say
people
that
think.
implied that?
You'd have to roll the tape.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I think you're the one who should have to do that since you're the one who said that I said that to you.
I don't know what you just said. What?
You're the one who said that, oh, you've made comments like that to me. And then I'm like, where did I say that? And you're like, you're gonna have to roll the tape. It's like, I have to go looking for your citation.
Yep. That's how it works.
Oh.
What?
No, just Aaron is.
Exhausting.
Yeah.
That's what autism looks like, you know?
Yeah, you would know.
I do. I'm talking to 3 autistic people right now.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Are you good?
I'm good. Okay, boom, boom.
Who's the 3rd?
So I'm counting you and all your DID personalities.
So I just have one other one because you said you're talking to 3.
Sedge's not autistic.
And there's only the only other person that's called Sejin.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but
you
if
and
I had
your
DID,
two
so you're saying I had
alternate
only one alter?
personalities. I'm saying you got 2 alters, and all 3 of them are autistic.
Which you don't have a problem with, of course, because you're not ableist
No, I do have a problem because I am ableist.
based.